guys, so Sigma has a new range of brushes coming out which are especially for special effects, new special effects range of brushes, and they sent them to me to review, which is exciting. So I got it a couple of days ago. The special effects brush set comes with 11 brushes. Launch date is April 27. It will be $159. But currently they're only going to be sold as a set. They might eventually sell them individually, but that's still to be decided. All the brushes are fully synthetic. In terms of caring for the FX brushes, it's pretty standard. Use your regular shampoo or brush cleanser on the brushes. If you have anything like alcohol activated makeup, you probably need the alcohol to get it out of the brushes. It says you can use latex in them. There's a trick by Rick Baker, I believe, about how to use latex in the brushes. I'll put it in here when I remember what it is. I would personally probably not use latex in my brushes just because if it dries, the brush is like done. And you know, the normal dry them either flat or ideally upside down so that the water doesn't get into the glue and the ferrule. How do you say that? Okay, now onto the fun part. Just sort of worth noting as well that it is a limited edition. I'm not sure how long they're going to be selling it for. First of all, we have the Sigma FX1 brush. So if you look closely, you see there's two different lengths of fiber, so the bottom's a lot denser than the top. This allows you to create maybe like a scratch texture over the skin or just a lighter application of product. This is with Skin Illustrator. This is with cream makeup. This is the Sigma FX2 brush, and so this one is quite dense. Sigma described it as being perfect for applying latex to the skin when applying prosthetics. You could probably also use this as a glue brush if you wanted to, or just use it to put down you know, larger or heavier amounts of colouring. FX3 is quite similar to FX2, but it's like a shorter and wider brush. Again, you could use this for colouring, you could use this for glue application or glue removal or latex application if you do it carefully. This is FX4. I like the look of this one, it looks very fluffy. This is for applying translucent setting powder to prosthetics. I'm sure you could also use this for colouring if you wanted to get kind of like that watercolour application. This is FX5, and this one also has two lengths of fibre, dense at the bottom and like quite fine at the top. I'm really excited about this brush. I feel like it would be really good for creating like a stippling effect to get like a mottled tone over the skin for matching skin tones. So you could also use this for applying setting powder in like hard to reach places. FX6 is shorter, all the same length fibre, it's quite dense. So this would be good if you wanted to like stamp out you know, bruises or like heavier coverage or colours, or use this to kind of blend out lines and stuff that you've drawn. This is using Skin Illustrator just to try out the bruise effect. And this is using Ben Nye cream makeup to test out the bruise effect. FX7 is similar to FX6 but a bit shorter than that. So the bristles are packed quite densely and firmly, so you can really get in there and blend out things with this brush or apply colouring. So FX8 is like a smaller version of the FX1 brush. Again, it's a duo fibre with the thin fibre at the top, and you could create smaller scratch marks and a lighter application of colour and brush strokes with this. So FX9 is kind of like a bent detailing brush, and you can use this for creating veins, age spots, any kind of precise tight colour application you can use this for. This is trying out a little bit of veining. And FX10 is like an even finer version, and I really like the tiny brushes for FX. They're really good for creating veins and capillaries. And you could use this as also to do like tattoos, or like fine age lines, or anything where you need like tight detail, like drawing on fake hair. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with a tiny detail brush. And this is drawing a little bit of capillaries. And lastly, FX11 was quite interesting because it's a silicone tip. I don't have any brushes like this, So Sigma says you can use this for adding facial hair and head to prosthetics. So I'm guessing when you're gluing it, you can use this and then easily get the glue off it because it doesn't have, you know, hair or fibers. I don't do much hair work, but I can see myself using this for some scar wax or sculpt gel, any kind of out of the kit, or even sculpting really, using the tip just to get like nice lines while sculpting things. That I think is what I'll use this one for. Yeah, so these are the brushes. I haven't given them a go yet, so I'll do that now. I'm going to do some swatches with them and maybe just play around with some nose and scar wax, and I'll also do another video afterwards this where I apply maybe something more full on with the brushes to see how they go. First of all, I'm going to put down some nose and scar wax. Then I'm going to use the number 11 brush to carve out a cut. So first of all, I'm going to use it to gouge out the center, and then I'm going to use it to smooth out the edge of the nose and scar wax. So I'm going to use FX number 2 brush to put down colour, and also FX 8 brush to apply some colouring. I'm going to use FX 5 to put some redness around the wound, and using FX 6. Now I'm using FX 10 to paint the centre of it with Skin Illustrator. I'm adding some deeper blood red tones. Now I'm using FX 6 to powder it, and FX 9 to add some fake blood to the centre. And that's our finished cut using the brushes. And I'm going to do a bruise using the FX 6 and 7 brushes. I'm going to use both of them to apply colour and to blend out the colour. I'm going to do a little bit of veining with the number 9 vein brush and the number 10 little capillary brush, using Skin Illustrator again. My initial review of the brushes they seem quite good. There's a couple of brushes in here which I don't have any brushes like them, so they'll be a welcome addition to my kit. I really enjoy the 2 veining brushes, number 9 and 10. I think those are really good and the pigments apply really smoothly with them. And I really like the FX 5 brush. I think that's really cool for doing little stippling and mottling on the skin, and I wanted a brush like that for a while. I think the true test will be to see how they hold up over months of abuse and solvents and alcohol and all of that. So if you guys want an update in a few months, I can tell you how they're going. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found that informative. If you have any questions whatsoever, just ask me in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and you can hang out with me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll put the links in the description box. Right, thanks guys, bye.